Hello, hello. We are in very much cozy vibes mode today. Just checking everything's working. All right. We are doing something a little bit different. I have kind of impulsively bought some natto, fermented soybeans, and I've decided I want to make some little fritters with them because, yeah, I mean, I like eating natto as is, but husband isn't the biggest fan of natto as is. So I kind of just came across some natto recipes and I thought, you know what, let's give it a bash. So just going to pull some eggs out as well. They aren't going in the fritters, but these need to kind of hang out a minute because I'm going to make these into little onsen eggs. We use 2 for today and 2 to save for another time. So we're going to do eggs in a kettle. So we're just going to let those hang out there for a second, just to kind of come up to temperature. These will take about 20 minutes, so I'm just going to fill the kettle for now, and then we will do that when the time comes. So, got the recipe here. I literally just pulled it off an Instagram video, so we'll see if it's good. Just blindly trusting internet content. I mean, like, it can't be that bad, surely. So that is the philosophy. Just gonna drain the tofu. Just got some silken tofu. I'm just gonna lean up against in the fridge and then the sink for a second, just to drain off. I'm gonna need this pan to dry off that butter. I'm gonna bother with the inside because it's gonna dry off while I cook anyway. Right, 2 packs of natto, cheese, starch, stock powder, salt, and a bit of seasoning sauce. Can't be that difficult, right? Seems pretty standard. Those of you who don't know, this is what natto usually comes in a little polyurethane packet. Natto is fermented soybeans, so basically they, what do? I'm going to go in, I'm trying to use as little utensils as possible, but I feel like I'm going to need to use a couple of bits. They take soybeans and they not boil it, they usually steam it actually, and then they inoculate it with the natto bacteria, and then they hang out for a bit and ferment, and voila, you get natto. Like, some people say it's really stinky, but I don't think it's any like smellier than like cheese, in my opinion. So do 2 packets because shrinkflation, etc., and the packets are getting smaller and smaller, I think. It's going to do 2 packets of natto and then a block of tofu. They always come with little like sheet on top to prevent stickage. So just going to go in. natto boys. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that kind of puts off Western people the most is the kind of sliminess of it, but it's actually delicious. Like, I think it's got great umami, especially after you add a bit of salt to it. It's a complete food as well. It's so good for you. Anywho, enough enough of that. I am going to add a little bit of this sauce. Usually natto comes with a little like sauce packet. This one doesn't, so I'm just gonna, it's usually kind of like a sweet soy sauce. So this is just kind of my all-purpose everything sauce. So I'm just gonna use that in lieu of the sauce packet. And then give that a little mixy. Taste test. Yeah. Gonna go with a pinch of salt. Recipe called for 1/4 teaspoon, so not very much. And then a little bit of chicken bouillon. I don't have chicken bouillon, I just have vegetable bouillon, so I'm going to go in with 1/2 teaspoon of that. Running out of spoons. They're all kind of in crumbs. Not very much. And just break up the powders. And make sure everything is well combined. And then 50 grams of cheese. Don't have, to be fair, I've got a little bit of this shredded cheese left. I'm just gonna use up the rest of that. I don't know how much there is in here, but it's gonna have to do. They wanted like melty cheese, but this is the best I got. So we do not have 50 grams of cheese, but we do have 16 grams of cheese, so that's gonna have to do. Oh, actually, I have some. Hang on. I think I have some cheese, like mozzarella sticks, which will probably do. I just chop them up small. It's a bit of a jank substitute, but you know, mozzarella's a melty cheese, right? Yeah, shove that in there. Just gonna chop this up into shreds. This is totally not how you're meant to use mozzarella sticks, I feel. But here we are. Probably should have gone a bit smaller on the shreds. Could also hand shred these. It is string cheese. Maybe I'll just cut it in half the other way. It will do. Nobody ever complained about big chunks of cheese, so I'm just going to go in with big chunk. It's like, I feel like people are okay with like cheese balls. That's kind of like in the same realm as this sort of a thing. But you know, and like people are like, I mean, I guess like not every culture eats okra and things. I feel like okra is also very much in the same category of like slimy foods. But I suppose if you find like cheese too stinky, then you'll probably find natto too stinky. So each to their own. Just gonna slice up the rest of this string cheese. It is mozzarella, so like it's gonna do the same job. Just adding a bit more because the last of my shredded cheese was not enough cheese. The recipe called for 50 grams and I did not have that. So I'm just chucking the stick of cheese in. And I think this is actually going to take me perfectly to about 50 grams from the looks of it. Not that it matters if we have a little bit extra cheese or a little bit under cheese. This one I give the recipe a solid, oh look at that, 45 grams. That's pretty good going for me. So mixing that all together, we got everything. We still have to add the starch, so I'm just going to make sure that's combined. Our tofu, sorry, is well drained, so that's going to go in now. I say it's been well drained, but it's not. It didn't tell me to press the tofu, so it just said add the tofu as is, and that goes. Don't need to be doing this on scales anymore. So I'm just gonna break down the tofu because we want this to be basically a batter. And then we add 6 tablespoons of starch to this. Get this all combined first so the flavors get to know each other. Right, next our cornstarch. 6 tablespoons of that. I am using my actual tablespoon, so we're going to use a fake tablespoon, aka the dinner spoon. 6 of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Under here, and then we mix again. Basically, the cornstarch is going to hold it all together. There's no egg in this, so it's literally just the cornstarch binding it together. Because nothing else has the holding power. The one thing about cooking natto is that you do lose some of the health benefits of cooking it, because there's the natto bacteria, which is very strong against heat. I don't think it dies unless you heat it to like 120, 150. So you need to like low and slow cook on this. but the natto kinase, which is the enzyme that the natto produces, is quite weak. That dies at about 50 degrees. So in Japan, there's like a big divide as to like whether or not you should cook with natto, because obviously natto kinase dies. You know, if you like put it on top of rice, it's too hot even. Whereas natto bacteria is actually quite strong, so it's kind of like you win some, you lose some. The best is just eat natto on its own, so you get all of the benefits. So we have our little batter ready to cook. Just gonna let that hang out. Just check that I've put everything in. Tofu natto, oil's going in the pan, cheese, starch, stock powder, salt, and sauce. Yep, that's all in. I should have tasted it before I put the starch in, now that I think about it. Because now that it's got cornstarch in there, I can't really taste it because that would be raw cornstarch. So that's not great, but oh well. All good. Now we're ready to cook. I'm just gonna put this pan on low heat just to evaporate off the water. I'm also going to put my kettle on 70 degrees. Ready for the eggs. So the eggs are gonna do a 70-degree, basically sous vide, for 20 minutes. And then, yeah, that's gonna hang out, and that would be a nice little onsen egg for our udons later. You gonna go? Oh, yeah, you're going. Yes, so I'm just gonna quickly evaporate off this water. Just tilt it down a little bit so you can see it cook. Lovely. According to the recipe, it's meant to make like 18 little like bite-sized fritters. I feel like it's gonna make a bit more than that. I just have a feeling about that. Well, that's okay. Trusty chopsticks and spatula at the ready. You can tell I'm like in like winter mood already. It suddenly got cold today, so we're in full on cozy vibes today. I'm gonna get out a little bowl for my. Should probably move the tablet because that's probably very hot there. It's not killer electronics. Right, we are hot. I'm kind of scared of it sticking, so I'm going to do a little bit of oil. Like this is technically a non-stick pan, but I feel like the non-stick on it is not as non-stick as it used to be. So I'm just going to give that a good little swoop around to make sure we have some protection. Probably a bit too much oil. Hopefully that's okay. Go. A little dusty. Yeah, we're gonna have a good sizzle. So in we go. We're gonna go in with like kind of big tablespoon dollops because I don't want to do like heaps of tiny ones. So I'm gonna go in little pancake sized, I feel. You know, a good amount. Maybe this will make as many as it said. I thought it was going to be like way too many tiny ones, but this is probably going to make like 10 at this rate of these ones. So we want to have it fairly gentle. We want the surface to crisp up. Turn it up to a touch more, so we get a bit of sizzleage. It's like watching paint dry. Oh, we are coming. Bubbles are coming. Let's just hope that they flip well. I should cover them. I'm going to cover them to get them a bit warmer. Have we got to 70? We're almost there. So we have our 70-degree kettle. We are gonna do egg kettle today. So I'm gonna open that up. I can't. So we're just gonna go in and pop eggs into the kettle. Oh, run away. I'm gonna do 6, 2 for today, and 4 to keep for other days, because these keep really well in the fridge, because you can just leave it egg shells on, just pop it in the fridge. So we got eggs in the kettle, and I'm just going to put it back on the 70 degrees and leave it going for 20 minutes. Just going to come back to this. How are we doing? Sizzling a bit more. Should probably have a peek underneath to see how we're looking. See, I always regret putting things too close to each other. Not yet, I feel. I want to make sure they're not like stuck to the bottom. I feel like we have stickage. I feel like the oil has not done its job. I mean, the crust tastes nice. I don't know how I'm going to flip this though. The oil has done not its job. This is probably why they wanted you to make them like really tiny, so they're easier to flip. Probably made them like twice the size as the recipe called for. I was like, you're about to make 10,000 tiny little pancakes. That's probably why, because these are probably going to be really hard to flip because they're cornstarch based, so they're like super crispy. Also, this pan is probably no longer as non-stick as it used to be. Just try to force the spatula in from as many directions as possible. Move that a bit out of the way. I just need to hold it really close down so I have a bit more control. And they are moving. Just give them a bit of oomph. Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna flip. think you're ready. Just gonna give them a little bit longer. Like they have been released, but they're just really soft. I mean, they're gonna be really soft. It's literally just tofu and cornstarch. So I'm just gonna give them a little bit longer, just a extra. The kettle wasn't on. Right, okay. Stop chickening around. Let's do this. Like we have bubblage. Okay, definitely too soon. Gonna flip them all anyway. To set a 20-minute timer for the eggs. Oop, yep, 20 minutes. Like we are flipping nicely. There's nothing attached to the bottom anymore. Probably could have just done with a bit more color. Like the texture seems really fun. It's going to be a really like mochi, starchy kind of texture, I feel. I need to kind of pushed everyone so far into the edges. I'm just going to try and push them a little bit more into the middle. To be fair, the cheese probably doesn't help as well, getting all melty in there. Just give them another bit. I kind of want that kind of, you know, crispy going. Don't know if I'm going to get that. Because I had a fair amount of time on that side, and it's kind of still very like pale looking. So I think I'm just going to turn it up a little bit just to kind of hopefully coax that Maillard reaction a bit more. That's definitely cheese. It is delicious though. It really is. Everything in it is cooked apart from the starch. So really, as soon as the starch is cooked, I kind of saved it. Not safe from the cheese is doing me. Oh no, the cheese is stuck now. Come on, cheese, you're not meant to stick. You're meant to be like releasing your own oils, so you're not meant to be sticky. Maybe turning it up was a bad idea. The low and slow was clearly the way. See, the only bit that's kind of gone crusty is the cheese. You're like filly. Pride. you off the pan. Oh, why are you so stuck now? I'm gonna have to do like a full cheese crust. Oh my god. I'm gonna move while I'm ahead. Those 2 containers. Maybe the chopsticks would be better trying to. Aha. Why are the chopsticks doing better than the rubber, the silicone spatula to peel the crust? I do not know. How does the science work? This is why chopsticks are the superior utensil. Look at that. Crust be gone. Release. See, that's much better. Clearly. First one's a bit anemic, but just the cheesy bit's not cooperating. I mean, the crust are good. If there is anything to go by. Oh, rogue natto. Yum. Okay. I shall learn from my mistakes and go a bit smaller. Oh, we have more cheese melted. Oh god. You know what? The cheese is probably the thing that's causing the issues. Just gonna scrape up our crusties. And kind of absorb the oil, so let's put a bit more down. Crumbs for the chef. Take 2. I kind of fully neglected to kind of properly decrust the pan, but I am not in the business of doing things with a high amount of proper care, clearly. So, for that to heat back up. I don't think I can finish this in the next batch, so it's going to probably be round 3 as well. Hot again? I say I'm going to go smaller, but I'm probably not. I'm probably just going to go for the same size again. It's a glutton for punishment. I think they're meant to be like teaspoon sized. Because this batter was meant to make like 18, I think. And I'm on track to make like 10. So, probably definitely going a bit too big on these. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show restraint and only do 3 in there because that's gonna be painful. I don't know why my eggs are refusing to be 70 degrees. Okay, we're actually coming up to temperature now. Just gonna let these guys hang out. So the fritters are going to be kind of like a side slash topping to our udon. The main event was actually, the reason why I wanted udon is that I found these little like udon soup cubes, portions, and it looked really yummy. So I thought, you know what, why not give it a go? Are we up to 70 now? Yes. Probably add a little bit more protein to the dish. So I've got some burger patties left from previous escapade in previous dishes, and I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, it's like unseasoned. So I'm just gonna shove this in there and use it as my kind of deconstructed as mince. And then yeah, I gotta go in with that as a broth. A little bit of tofu patty on the side. It's gonna already be meaty. Probably should add some greens to it as well. So got the rest of my whatever these beans are to go in as well. That's going well. Just gonna give these a rinse and chop. Okay. But we are gonna go and top and tail these. Probably won't do them too small because I still want it to be like, you know, pick up a bowl with chopsticks because we're having noodles. I'm gonna shove my little frozen meat patty into my little pot over here. I don't remember when I made that actually, so it's probably good that I'm using that up. Probably gonna do like 200 mils of water. Not heat the tablet. I'm just losing places to put the tablet, to be honest. Behind me. Right. Time for flippage. See, we're going more. I think this is going to be. I see much better. Ow! Fuck. Cry. Silly goose, silly me. That was so preventable. Again. It's a beautiful flip. This one not so much. That's okay. Just going to run my hand under cold water for a little bit longer because that was silly of me. I love being able to just like shove my utensils on top of the lid because the lid is flat. This water is not very cold to me. Rub a little icy thingy. Ay. Just got a little like ice packet thingy. Don't worry, I do this often enough that I know. Just gonna rub my hand. A bit of ice. Gonna do some left-handed cooking on this side. Just basically, I'm just breaking up this frozen meat patty over here. Put that down for a second. And you kind of need both hands to cook really. Doing on this side. Just physically look underneath. Just a bit on that side as well. I spoke too soon on this guy being a perfect flip because you're not coming up. Just crunch. It's literally just cheese. The cheese just deciding to be a bit of a bitch. Crust for me. Yum. This is good. Right. Decrust that as much as I can. Oh, I did really burn my hands. It's a bit sore. Just get the next batch going. Then we can nurse our wounds. Right, last lot going in. So good sizzle. Scrape the bowl, kind of top them all up a bit. Because they're the last ones. She'll be right. Spread them out a bit. No cheese left behind. There we go. Nicely done. Just going to use potentially a bit bigger than the others, but it's okay. Beautiful. Okay, the sink. This can go construct our burger patty on the side. That's just mince broth now. Our 20 minutes is up on our eggs. So we're gonna, oh shush. Actually, according to that, it's only been going for, it's been counting down from 30 and it's just hit 20. So a bit longer on the eggs. This is hot. Well, yeah, that's gonna not be fun. Just icing my fingers. Don't want it to like put too much direct contact. So just kind of patting. There we go. This kind of side's kind of melted a bit, so it's kind of in the liquefied state. So I'm just gonna squish my hand on there. How did I manage that? It's like, look at my nails. They're like color changing ones, so they're like cold on the tips. But if I go like full cold, full orange, so you can look on this side. It's magic. I love these. I love the color changing ones. Clearly, my hands are pumping blood because they are turning back to warm. Ooh. We have good. That's probably just the steam coming off the other one. Right, are we going to? Oh yeah, it flips quite nicely. I shouldn't say these things because they will not unadhere when they come back around. Beautiful. Good stuff. I don't actually know when husband is back, so I'm just gonna probably finish doing the fritters, pull the eggs out in about 10 minutes, and then yeah, just call it a stream there, because I have a feeling that he's still in his meeting because he's not texted me anything yet. So I will put the udon together a bit later when he's actually on his way back, because I don't want it to just be sitting and getting gross. So I guess no udon today, just kettle legs and natto fritters. But that's fine. And also me burning my fingers. She'll be right. So yeah, probably another 10 minutes left on the stream, and then I shall start wrapping up. Oh yeah, shit, I was gonna do these. I fully forgot I was putting for veg. So let's do birds on the beans. Probably should put them in now so they get time to cook. The water level's looking a bit low, so I'm just going to add another 100 ml ish. I'll get the soup done so it's all kind of ready to go. So yeah, these are like little hot pot soup broth packet things. They're actually great. Just one of these, even like as like a pasta sauce, so good. And they're like single portions as well, so you can. It's really easy to do like just one. You know, hot pot for one or noodle broth for one. So this is a tantan men. So this is a kind of sesame, chili oil kind of situation. I always like to swirl a bit of water in there because it always doesn't all like to come out. Give it a little swirl. Good enough. Then I can just taste the broth and figure out if it needs a second packet or whether this will do. Use this. Taste. To be fair, it's gentle tasting, but it might just be all right once it kind of simmers down a little bit. I wouldn't want any saltier, so I think it's actually quite all right. It's a very like intense broth, so. Yum. So that's just that. I'll give you a little show. A little mincy broth with beans, and then I'll cook the udon. I don't know why I just stuck my entire spatula in there because I need to still get these out. Oh. See. I'm gonna release. Oh. Not the release. I swear. Going to cause me pain right till the end. Really good color on them. Probably not believe it. Just take it out. And then I'll probably do like a reheat on them just before we eat, so they're more crisp on the surface. Oh god. Some healthy cheese right there. Voila. That's all finished. There's not too much damage done all round. Just and more crispy bits for me. Come. How are our eggs? Okay, eggs are good. Time to fish them out. My hands are suffering a little bit from the burnie. Ow. It's okay. Just kind of cool it right down kind of the steam and stuff kind of all around is definitely setting it off a bit. But I am strong. I can deal with this. I am going to pop the eggs in a little ice bath just to cool them down and stop them cooking any further. Because we want onsen eggs and not, most of the way boiled eggs. So I'll crack one open as a show of what these guys are. Just gonna pull them out. As long as the shells stay uncracked, they are then safe to be stored for a couple of days, just like boiled eggs are. Ice them up. Pour a bit of water over them. Have a little bath in there. Put this away. Just quickly show you what one looks like in a second. Here we go, I have a container. Just gonna test one to see. So this is the onsen egg. This has been in sous vide for, hello, I'm literally about to finish. Onsen egg's been going for 70 degrees for 20 minutes. So basically it's meant to like mimic a hot spring. So there's a crackable egg. I'm just gonna crack that in there. Basically what you get is a kind of still runny whites, but a jammy yolk, which probably not the most appetizing sounding thing, but if I just crack this open with a spoon, it's like perfectly jammy. So it's kind of like poached egg, but reverse. Because poached eggs, the whites will be more set, and the egg would be more the whites would be more set, and the yolk would be runny. But you get a jammy center with a more kind of just set outside. So that's an onsen egg. It's very common in Japanese food. Very common as like a little side addition, because it's really convenient. It's like crackable. The shell is crackable, so you don't have to like peel it like you would a boiled egg. And yeah, and also probably because Japan has lots of hot springs. You can actually do these in hot springs, so they would, hot springs when they come out the ground, come out at like 60 degrees, 65 degrees. It's actually the perfect temperature to just put them in nets and just leave them in a hot spring. And yeah, you get these perfectly set eggs. And obviously I've done it in the kettle, so for the sake of time, I've done 70 degrees for 20 minutes. But if you're doing a real proper one, you'd probably do like 63, 65 degrees for like 45 minutes. Is I think the more correct recipe for them. Miles, you've missed the entirety of tofu and natto fritters. They have been cooked and they are on standby. Husband's currently in a late meeting, so I'm just not gonna finish dinner until he gets back, because I just need to now boil some noodles. And the broth is over here. I've just got a tantan broth, so this is sesame and chili oil based. over here. It's just like green beans floating on top. I've also got some mince in there. So I had some hamburger patties, frozen from I don't know when. So I've just kind of deconstructed one of those and turned it into mince for this, because this is traditionally served as with a mince. I literally found one of these packety things in the supermarket and I was like, it looks yummy. I want to have noodles with that. So using a little pre-done little sauce packety thing, made a little broth out of that. And yeah, we're all just waiting for husband to get back and to do the noodles, because literally all that's left to do is to cook some noodles and that's ready to serve. So I'm gonna stop the stream. Yeah, basically anytime now, because yeah, everything that I have set out to do today has been done, and there's no point finishing the cook because the noodles are just gonna go soft and claggy and stuff. You said the meeting was maybe an hour, but potentially not. If it was an hour, he would have been done 25 minutes ago. So I assume it's still going. I also burnt myself while I was doing the fritters, so it's a little ice pack. Yeah. Be right back. Okay. Well, I'll probably finish the stream when you get back, so I apologize. Unless there is something else I could do. Is there anything else I can do? Is there anything I wanted to prep but I haven't done yet? Not really. Have a drink, I suppose. Have a drinky drink. Not a drink, not like an actual drinky drink, but like a. So yeah, I'm gonna leave one of these out for cooking, and then I haven't done any marinated eggs this week, so I'm just gonna put the rest of these guys in here so I can tell the difference between the ones that are cooked and the ones that aren't. Just gonna put these guys in the fridge. These are my little onsen eggs. These guys are gonna go hang out. Just double checking if there's anything that I need to prep this week. I could do that on stream to make it last a bit longer, but I literally have nothing to prep because I haven't been to the shops. Yeah, no, I'm clutching straws. So that's done. So bowl 1 for later. Bowl 2. And we'll get binned. Not really currently in the mood for washing up, so I'll do that later. Ow, my fingers. Oh, yeah, the red's starting to come up. Not fun. I do want a drink though, so what am I gonna have? Oh, to be fair, I just bought some cranberry and what was this? Cranberry and just cranberry juice blend from the supermarket. So I'm just gonna crack it open. What are you? Cranberry and apple. Cran apple. So get me a little drink to kill some time. here and there. Probably might dilute this a bit because juices are always so sweet. I definitely grew up with mother diluting my juices, so my taste buds have. Oh, that is tart. I like that. This is not a apple juice heavy cranberry. This is a cranberry heavy apple juice. I like it. Yes, I definitely grew up with my mother diluting my juices, so I still dilute my juices because it's too much for my little taste buds. I was really hoping I had some soda water in because I would have diluted it with sparkling water, which is just fabulous anyway. That is quite nice. I want a straw. I feel like drinks just taste better coming out of straw. That is so good. Yum. Like, I feel like a lot of cranberry juices nowadays, they put so much sugar in, or it's just too much apple that it just tastes not cranberry. But this is like proper cranberry. You can taste the tartness. Husband really likes that because he really likes tart. He really likes tart fruits. Well, now we wait. Now we wait. When will husband be home? Hello, Miles. I'm like in full cozy mode. Like, it got really cold today, so I was like, fuck style. We're just gonna be full teddy bear mode today. Have you been? How was your sleep or nap or whatever it was? You asked for noodle recommendations the other day, and I was gonna send you recommendations, but then I forgot I would just show you recommendations. Where is? I'm just going into my noodle stash. I don't know. This is technically not noodle, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Cup Noodle does these instant rice stuff. This is like the extra version, but like they do this stuff without the top, and that's quite fun. So this is rice. This is curry rice, but they've somehow perfected the kind of rehydrating of rice with hot water situation. We keep this mainly just for like emergency purposes because we're in Japan and they always say you need to like be like ready for disaster at all times because, you know, we are living in an earthquake prone area. So if you ever come across those are really cool. Like, even just to like marvel at the food science that is like instant rice, because, you know, noodles is kind of like, yeah, we've gotten used to the concept of, you know, boiling water over noodles and it, you know, comes to life. But I feel like the rice ones are quite cool as well, and they actually taste really good. You know, as good as instant noodles can be. Oh, that's a shame. No, these ones are actually quite good. Like, it's made by Nissin, who do the cup noodles. So I don't know what company that one was from. Maybe it was just a market difference. I don't know. But the other one, I mean, I'm a sucker for buldak noodles. So those are Korean noodles, the spicy ones. I have the sauce because I love it that much. Oops. Basically, I bought the sauce packet because, in Japan you can buy the noodles plain. Like, this is called sari noodles, and basically it's exactly the same type of noodles they put in the Korean noodle. You know, the Korean instant noodles or Korean like bag noodles are different to the Japanese type. And so these ones are the Korean types that are a bit like thicker and you know, got that bounce. You can buy them plain, so then you can just make your own whatever noodles with that kind of texture, which is fabulous. And obviously, if I have my own sauce, then I can make anything taste like buldak. It's probably like dangerous. Yeah, I'm not gonna even look at the ingredients. Like that's not healthy for me to look at that. But you know, every now and again, you just need a buldak. I really want to buy the pink one though, because I feel like I much prefer the pink packet over the black ones, because the pink one's got like that cheesy, creamy sauce situation, and I can't find it anywhere. I really want the pink one, but I've only been able to find the black one. So at the moment, I just use that one and I add my own cheese and add my own cream to it. But you know, I feel so fancy drinking at a restaurant. This is nice. So currently still waiting on word on when husband gets back. Let me check my messages to see if Amanda's given me any indication of when he's going to be back. I assume he'll text me. You know, I'm just going to pull up a chair. Fuck it. I'm just going to sit here in kitchen chats because I'm twiddling my thumbs anyway. What is the stream? The stream is just me killing time. And I don't want to do dishes, so I'm just avoiding life. Yeah, I need inspiration. I have the cold has set in, and I am my will to think of things to cook has diminished greatly with the cold. I don't know why. I can now cook like cozy foods, like you know stews, and I can do long cooks now with like you know like a good ragu or like a good curry, because over summer it was way too hot to like have a pot simmering for 3 hours. But my inspiration is gone. So I need some ideas. I really want to do a good ragu. I will probably pick up a nice block of meat tomorrow and put a ragu on sometime. I've also seen some really fresh octopus in the supermarket at the moment. I could do a lasagna. The thing is, I only have this silly grill thing. Can't see on this view, but this is the only means of oven adjacent I have. So I need to make it work in there. I suppose I can use this. I know this fits in there for sure. So I could do like a really like really flat lasagna. Yeah, this is technically like a fish grill. Like all Japanese kitchens have a grill because like grilled fish is such a like core part of the diet. So that's one thing I really miss. I don't have any like I have a microwave and I have this. Between the two, I managed to make it work. Like I make toast in this because we don't have a toaster, and I can't be bothered buying a toaster for the very occasional times we have toast. I save my ovening for when I go back to my mother's. So I do like massive like baking sprees when I go home, and then bring it all back. But yeah, I have some. I saw some really nice looking octopus the other day, and I was tempted to buy it then, but I was like, I don't know what to do with it. So I need like, I want to do like a. The thing is, I feel like octopus needs like a good grilling or like a good like barbecue to like get some high heat on it. To get some char. I feel like I don't know. Does octopus do well in like a long cook? I don't know. But yeah. Otherwise, there's like what else has been good in the shops? yeah. The shop that I go to has like is quite good for the meat selection. So it'll do like basically any part of the cow and or pork. Um, yeah. At least the octopus is sold already chopped up, and it's like literally one leg is like this big. It's I don't know how big the original octopus it came off, but like they sell like half a tentacle in a packet. Not even half. It's probably like a third of a tentacle for like the size of it, just like in a packet like this. It's a massive octopus. It must have come off. But I'll have to look it up. See what they have because it's sashimi grade, so it's super fresh. Like you could have it raw, um, but octopus is generally cooked before you eat. So I'll probably cook something. But yeah, lasagna is a good idea actually. I actually have lasagna sheets. I don't know why. What possessed me to buy lasagna sheets? Because I know that I only have this, but I bought lasagna sheets because I was like, oh, maybe I'll just feel like doing it. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll make a proper ragu, and we will do a grill draw lasagna. I'll definitely pre-cook the noodles because nothing is really cooking in there. But yeah, that could be a shout actually. Make all the components and layer it all up. What else is in there? Either like seafood stew on the way. I've got a lot of different noodles in here at the moment. I've got like 3 different types of noodles that need using. So, but like I don't know why I bought so much noodles because they're all like really like summery noodles, like good cold noodles. Lots like vermicelli and like what else is in there? I literally have 2 types of vermicelli in there. They're both like summer noodles, and it's gone cold already. So more cozy food ideas because my brain's not like switched off from summer mode, so it's like has no idea what it wants to do. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll just like do a good fish dish as well. I feel like I miss doing like a fish pie. Maybe I'll attempt to do a fish pie. See what I can find. Because in the UK we used to be able to buy fish pie mix, which was like salmon, smoked haddock, and cod as a mixture of seafoods. And again, I literally have this drawer to cook things in. I would not trust salmon en croûte in this drawer. I would trust myself to like cook the pastry separately and just have like a deconstructed pastry on top. But yeah, maybe. But yeah, I miss fish pie, like having a cream sauce, and that's that smoked haddock. The smoked haddock just gives a different vibe to smoked salmon. And you just do that in like a cream bechamel and shove it in a pastry. But I would not trust a kind of filling, yeah, like a filled pie or pastry of any sort in this. Like I did the fig and brie, fig and camembert tart that's in there, but that was like an open top, so like I could see what was going on, and I knew it was gonna cook because it was just there. Sorry, I would not trust an encased pastry in there. Maybe I could. Maybe I'd have to like watch it like a hawk though, so it didn't burn. I just need like food ideas like per protein. Is it like a broiler? Yes, it is basically a broiler on both sides. So it's top and bottom. It's a top and bottom broiler, and the settings on it is strong, medium, and weak. So there's no temperature setting. It's just high, medium, and low um, on the settings, and that's it really. And then you can control the time that it goes in for. So like basically like when I do toast and stuff, I just know off by heart that if I do like 4 minutes on medium, I get good toast. That's I've just trial and errored that in here. And so like the same with pastries. Like if I know like the filling doesn't need to be cooked, it's just the pastry, I can just look at the pastry and be like, yes, the pastry is cooked. And so I just keep like going in and out and be like, are you done? No. Another minute. Another minute. Okay, you good. Take it out. I wouldn't trust anything to like cook in pastry though. So I would only like when I did do pies previously, I would just cook the pastry on its own. I'd just make it deconstructed. I'd just do the stew and just pie pastry on top and whatever side. So yeah, you do what you must. I did manage like roast potatoes in there though. Like it took me a long time to get it cooked, but you know, it does. Like I reckon like medium is like 180 degrees C, and like low is like 160, and then high is about 200. That's my like guess. Once it gets up to temperature, that's about the kind of rough temperature it gets in there. But that's just completely out of my own estimates from how quickly things cook in there. But you know, we win some, you lose some. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those like swirly things. Does that even make sense? There's no fan. I don't think there's like a fan blowing air around. It's literally just, you know, swirly, swirly. If that makes any sense at all, it's just swirly, swirly, and the swirly gets hot. Like when I do single layers of puff pastry, it does cook fine because it's on top and bottom. So I chuck it in there for like I do medium for 6 minutes, and that tends to just make it golden brown and it's puffed. So I'm like, yes, yeah, especially if I like cover it with tin foil, so it can just kind of get hot, and then take the tin foil off at the end to do the cheese. Yeah, I reckon lasagna would work. It'd just be really like thin though. It'd be thin and wide because of the height. This tray that I've got in here is like the exact height, the exact kind of like it's got like maybe like that much room to spare to like slide in and out. Like if this tray warps, which sometimes it does, you know, metal just kind of plonks sometimes. Like it like hits the element, so like it's fine balance. So like you know you get like a good like 2-inch lasagna in there. Yeah, I'll probably do lasagna next. Actually, that would be quite nice. Put a nice ragu together. Oh, my fingers are still ouchy. I burnt my fingers on the pan. See, this has gone to water now. Let me just get another one. Yeah, I burnt my fingers on the pan while I was doing the fritters. So now I'm just nursing my. Ooh, how fancy! This is a Lindt chocolate ice pack. So yeah, it's kind of too cold though at the moment, so I'm not gonna like hold it on too tightly. But yeah, Definitely lasagna next stream. Husband's away on Saturday, so maybe I'll do it on Saturday while he's away. So I'll just hang out over a pot with stream. Husband's on his way home! Finally! Right. Oh, looks like you are going to see me finish the food. Let's turn this back on. Let's move the tablet so I don't cook. Oh. Shove that over here. Well, well, well. Oh my goodness. Oh my days. That was not intended. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry. Is that husband in chat? Oh my god. I am going to put this back on as well. How else do you message me? Well, I saw your messenger message as well. That's how you tend to communicate with me. Just gonna put. Oh, have we got sticky fritters? Oh, we so have sticky fritters. Oh no. Are these all stuck together now? Please say you haven't stuck together. Kind of. Oh, you kind of have. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's not ideal. Our fritters have turned into little monstrosities because they've all decided to stick together. There's the other half of that one. I think. Where's the rest of you? Just burnt my fingers on the hob. Continues touching shit. Oop, oop, we're going way too hot. Just gonna reheat these bad boys. I think that's all of them. I'm definitely cooked 10, so that's half of them. So let's do that. And then I'm going in with, that's spoiling now, so I'm going to go in with my udon noodles. That's kind of not really fitting, but we will shove them in there. If there is a will, there is a way. Oh, we can't see shit. Why are we so, like, pixelated? Yeah, what's going on? I might have to fix this up another time, but I don't know why we are, like, in pixels. I know. I was putting stuff in the pot, okay? I can't check chat all the time. me just get these noodles in the pot, and then I'll fix the quality issues. Last time I did it, I just had to connect and reconnect.
Sedina.
Hello. Just give it a second. Hopefully it sorts itself out. No, it did not. Welcome back. Oh my god, chat's popping off. My goodness. Stop. Why you talk so much when I've literally got my back to the chat?
It's okay. Miles is messaging me.
Okay.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'll try it soon myself. Not sure if you heard that.
It'll be very quiet because my mic's over here. Noodles are cooking. Yeah, the quality's still shit. I don't know why. I'm handling the fritters. Alrighty. My drink is all melted. Yum. Right. Start serving up now. Just gonna switch to tongs because I'm cheating. Just want to get these out as quick as possible. My fingies kind of still hurt from the burn, so don't want to be faffing if I can help it. Beans are probably a little bit overcooked for my liking, but it's fine. Bit more noodle over here. I don't know why the noodles decided to just shred themselves into smithereens, but I'm just gonna rescue the rest. Good enough. Spoon for the soup. They're so good. They sell udon just frozen, so you just have to just warm it through, and it's so good because you get like proper like thick chewy types, whereas when you buy them dry to cook at home, they can only do like the thinner noodles, whereas you can get like proper thick ones if you buy them frozen, which is great. Oh, you ripping into your packages? Gotta check it's real. Happy Pokemon ZA release day. Is it?
No, it's in a weird box. This is not normal.
It's in a box. This one. Ooh, Forgot about these guys.
I hope it's there, and I hope this isn't just like the crappy pre-order, huh?
Surely they would have sent you. Did you check the?
It's in the box.
It's in the box. That's good.
We also get some really cute cutlery.
Cutlery.
You want to see the cutlery?
Okay. Take a look at the. Is that the pre-order bonus?
Yeah.
Look at these. The Pokemon's at a what? Amazon pre-order exclusive cutlery set. Are these just like starters from different gens? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Okay. Take it back. I need to serve
But
up.
it's for the cooking stream.
I just showed it to them. I can use them. That's my ugly one. Husband will have the freshly cracked pretty egg. This one was a little bit over on the whites, but that's okay. We've got some spring onions to finish. Crunchy, crunchy. And then I'm just going to do the fritters on the side. So I don't know why I'm showing the ugly one on camera. Here's the prettier one. Must have a little black pep to finish. Right. Put these on a plate. Oops, sorry, that was really loud. Everything looks 10 times better. Oh god, can't do this one. Everything looks better when it's on a grey / dark plate, in my opinion. Probably my must be my first one that did not flip properly. The cheese crusties on these are the best. Yum. All right. I probably should spring onion those as well, but I can't be bothered. So they're just getting a bit pepper on top. Right. Bone apple teeth. Goodbye. Time to eat.